do that and grab the link. I just need to put it into my Discord here real quick, and we'll be good to just watch the video. Okay. There. Everything's all prepped. I forgot to cut that. Oh well. Originally, I wasn't planning on covering this at all, but when I sat down and kind of mulled it over, I realized I should probably watch this just to make sure I know what's happening, because I am still technically an admin of the SINoALICE Discord, as much as I spend most of my time just kind of watching the world burn. So let's see what they decided to do with this. Now, from what I understand regarding this stream, they're going to be talking about the Nier Automata collaboration. And when I was talking about it with people in the Discord yesterday, I said we'll most likely hear about the characters that are being added, the jobs, and we'll most likely see like maybe some previews on the fights and the nodes and stuff. I can't see them doing like a ton of in-depth info, because that would kind of obviously ruin the entire point of the collaboration. But I can definitely see them talking about, like, you know, we're going to get this job's for free in your gift box, these are all through the gacha, these are their weapons, these are their animations, things like that, right? Typical introducing new character stuff. We'll see, right? Obviously, but I'm hoping it's just not a total shit show. Because earlier today, I'm gonna grab the tweet. Actually, while we're watching, hey, I'm just having my brunch, I guess. Yeah, while we're waiting, I'll bring this up. I don't know how they managed to do it, but they managed with a app update they pushed out to connect people to the wrong server, potentially losing all your game data. Because if you played on North America on iOS and you booted the game up, you'd be connected to the Asia server instead of North America. The game wouldn't be able to find your game data. It would delete your North American game data because it had to create a new account for the Asia server, and your SOL. And that's insane. I don't know how that's like, how do you do that? How do you, my mind is blown pretty much. All right. So let's see exactly what kind of shenanigans are going to be pushing forward with this. I'm hoping it's not anything too crazy. I just realized I had to turn on my actual speakers because I only have my microphone audio going through, not my desktop, which will be really helpful when this starts playing. So all right. I hate how they don't show you like a proper countdown. Like they tell you 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever, but they don't actually tell you like how many seconds are left when it drops down. Premieres are cool though. I might try doing one in the future, but yeah. And then tomorrow's the Nier Automata rolls, which I'm doing at 5 p.m. my time. And then on the 18th, what's on the 18th? There's something on the 18th. My brain's just not right. The GBGW announcement. Hey, that's a load of lies. You said it was premiering short. Announcing an announcement all over again. Let's see here. I think I'm drowned out a little bit by the audio, so I'll just down that a little bit. Right around there. That looks like pretty much what my normal background audio is like. Just let me know if it's imbalanced or anything, because I want to be able to hear this, but because I'm doing commentary over it, I'd rather people hear me over the announcement. We'll play that by ear, I guess. Now, yeah. So today is this. Tomorrow's the Nier Automata banner. The 18th is the GBGW announcement video that I'm doing this exact same style over. And then as soon as Crestoria releases, I'm going to be doing a launch impressions and everything like that. And I really, really hope they fixed all the issues I had with Crestoria. Because I've only had a few. I only had a few gripes, and most of them seem things that would be hammered out on an actual release. So, we'll see. Right, best case scenario, they did. Worst case, they didn't, but we'll see. Now, what I personally find interesting is this countdown timer is in no way, shape, or form thematically related to SINoALICE. If I was in charge of, this video here, this would be themed. We wouldn't have this generic countdown timer. Like, I understand it. They gave it to an intern somewhere to do, but, like, man. If you're going to do your first big, like, video for the game, it should be thematically linked. Alright, what do we got? Well, you know what? Let's full screen this. I don't care about the chat. Yep, there's our 2B. This is really low quality. Like, it's going to be lower quality on my stream because, it's a restream. But even on my monitor, this is really low quality. This looks like, at most, 720p that's been upscaled. Not acceptable. 0 out of 10. Off with their heads. So lots of build up to tease, air quotes tease, 2B. Starts. Oh yeah, here's the replicant. Ooh, okay. They didn't tell us they were going to show us replicant as well. This is cool. August 6th until the 20th, yeah. They're really chaining these Nier things together. Showing a lot less with that. Oh, okay, here we go. Oh. God, I love the music. Fuck yeah. That's where it's at, man. Yeah, so it's just kind of a character introduction. Now, if this is all there is, like if it's literally just a character trailer and general introduction, that's not going to be enough. Wow, this is super low quality. It's not my... Is it this? Yeah. They put the Premiere at 360p. What the heck? Incarnate Inamoto, in charge of broadcasting and promotion. Were you the one in charge of all these PR decisions, like the 150 crystals for the social media event, followed by 100 crystals for the 1 million? Oh, it's Snow White plush, though. Somebody hooked me up with that. Q&A corner. That'll be interesting. Colosseum news. I wonder if they're going to announce Grand Colo. That'd be cool. Alright, sorry for looking like a haggard mess, but I tend to wait until later in the day to kind of finish waking up, you know? Just the way it goes. Alright, what do we got here? That's a very nice way to put it. Many problems, like today's fiasco. More events and updates. Oh, let's see what they bring to the table. Your collaboration info. Yeah, it's literally just back-to-back Automata and a Replicant. And our crystals are just never going to be the same. Oh, so what happened today? A little earlier, I showed the tweet before the stream started. Oh, Memory of Dolls collaboration event. Okay, no, that's the Automata one. Yeah, so you have the A2 and Emil banner, and then you have the 2B and 9S. Anyways, earlier today, they put out an update for iOS users, and some people were connected to the incorrect server. So it was North American server players that were impacted. They connected to the Asia server, and they lost all their data. And if you hadn't bound it already, you're toast, pretty much, right? And I have no idea how they managed to do it. So if you updated on iOS, and you played on North America, and you played before they pushed out the fix, you just might have lost your account, and that was it, right? Which I find ridiculous, but, you know, it's what it is. Cool. Music box. And don't worry, this is just as illegible on my screen as it probably is yours. This is a very low quality Premiere. They did split the banner. I recall them doing that in JP as well, though, loosely, where they had 2B and A2 on separate banners because they knew they were both high demand characters. So they split it up. Yeah. Yeah, make sure you have your account bound. I didn't expect this kind of bug to kick up either, but god damn it, Yoko. Yeah. Well, it makes it better for a lot of players, right? Because you only want like maybe one character or something. It sucks for the people that want multiple, but what can you do? I wonder how long this premiere is. Doesn't tell you, right? No, it treats it like a live stream. Hmm. Come on, guys, stop being introverts. I know it's part of your job description, but like, come on. Yeah. Well, the thing is, right, is very shortly after they put out the tweet saying we apologize for people losing their accounts, they said, just contact support. Problem is, as you, if you were reading the subtitles when this started, they said like their support system is currently being slammed. So like, good luck. On one hand, this is interesting because we are actually talking to the developers here instead of listening to a North American mouthpiece. Because that's something that I've found with a lot of global games is they'll have obviously like a North American PR team, right? And they can only say certain things, but this is the actual developers talking, so we get a lot more info from them because they know what they can and can't say. It's not like the waffling people that we typically get for these kind of games. But and we just saw the video prepare for the collaboration. That was that trailer thing they just played, no? Apparently not. Okay. The double B's in collaboration. They really need to bring on someone that speaks English natively. Okay, SINoALICE news. What do you got? Okay. Gretel Sorcerer is going to be on sale. Cool. So, Gretel fans, here you go. It'll be most likely exactly like RRH. Get it if you want it, but this one's limited, so Alice Sorcerer will be available soon. Alright. If I remember correctly, that comes at the end of the month. So just, yeah. Oh, cool. We get a guild increase, and your HP will shoot. Okay. That last one, the HP shown in the equip screen, was a quality of life change that came, I think it was like a year after JP launched, so it's nice we're getting it now. And the guild name increases because in Asian languages, it's easier to compress longer meanings into smaller amounts of letters or characters, symbols. But in English, not so much. So. Alright. Brunch is done. Okay. I'm surprised they don't have like the voices of Para and Noya. I wish they'd released it last year, but what can you do? Alright, what do you smart Alex gotta say? Yeah? Concept of time. Yeah, probably getting used to the time zones and stuff, because typically as a Japanese developer, you create a game for Japan, and it's really easy to create times that work because you know right away, all that. Because Japan's only like one time zone, isn't it? It's not a country that contains multiple time zones like Europe, Russia, North American countries, United States, Canada, right? They contain 3, 4, 5 time zones each, right? So living in a country that's small enough to only have one time zone makes it very easy. So it was probably pretty weird for them. You think the A2 Emil medals will be usable for 2B and 9S, or will they be separate medals? That, I'm pretty sure they share the medals because it's the same collaboration. I would double check though, with any JP player pretty much, but I'm almost 100% sure that they share because it's a collaboration. You have collaboration medals. Is there a possibility of adding new characters? Well, that's not even a question. Like they're gonna make it catch up to JP, right? We know we're getting more characters. That's a waste of a question. Do you have any collaboration plans? Again, this is a waste of a question. They've already told us in the past they're accelerating collaborations, so we're going to get everything that JP got in a faster pace. These are really shitty. These are softball questions. For some players, the events released after the launch may be different to clear depending on the player's current stat points. Is it possible to be better? That did not flow at all, but I'm pretty sure what I meant was, yeah, look what they're answering now. Is there a way for these missions to be more beginner friendly for people that have lower total power? I think a lot of people misunderstood these events that are running, like the Jormungandr or your whatever the Jor raid, the big one right now. That you need just even like 40k to enter. These are not meant for beginners. They're meant for more experienced players. So you shouldn't expect to be able to clear them, when you're running a 45k grid. They're definitely meant for like 60k plus. Hey, Alan. You know what? I should probably bring up the chat display here. Sec. And that a little bit. And lock it in. Okay, cool. Does a global server have its own pacing? Of course global has its own. What are these? Like, these are the most softball friggin' questions I've ever seen in my life. Like, holy crap. I said difficult, not different. No, you don't understand. That question was aimed at these events are difficult. Oh, you're talking about the collaboration. Why would it be different though? They already told us that they're keeping collaboration pace with JP, or they're keeping collaborations with JP. They're just accelerating the collaboration schedule. Is it possible whether you can compete in the Colosseum in a global World Cup like way with a national team? That's a very interesting question. That dude does not look happy. I don't know. I suffer from bitchy resting face as well if I'm not careful, so I can kind of understand the permanent scowl. Yeah, this isn't really a whale event, the Jormungandr raid or whatever, but it definitely does require a higher ceiling to actually participate in. It's just people are expecting, as soon as you get the power requirement, you can run it and complete it. No, that's probably more true for story, not so much anything else, right? It's 3,000. No, you need 4.5k to guarantee it. Got to guarantee with the spark. Okay, so they're confirming the 2B login gift. Okay, so just like JP, we are getting the Crusher, I believe, with the event collaboration. The next question is, sometimes the chat time is displayed in Japan time. Are you gonna fix it? Okay. Like, I assume they're gonna fix that. That seems like a pretty easy bug. It's a bug that happened when we didn't fully consider the time difference between Japan and other countries. Yeah, the time zone stuff, like I mentioned before. It's weird when you've developed something for so long under the assumption of a single time zone, and then suddenly you have to remake it for a bunch of other time zones as well, right? Yeah, okay, yeah. So Breaker 2B is the gift, Crusher 2B is Gacha. Yeah, that sounds right, because the Beast Lord is considered a Crusher hammer instead of a sword. I guess it makes sense. It's more like a slab of iron than a sword, right? This question was answered within a few days of the week 1 starting, so it's a lot of these questions are very softball and would have been really good within the first couple of days of the game launching, but as we're in week 3 now of the game, not very useful questions. I don't know if that's because people are just asking these kind of questions really late, or if it took them just a really long time to make this video, and this was filmed a while back. Okay. Oh, cool. We get to see a guild show off. Who gets plugged today? Mm-hmm. Now, see, here's the thing, right? Is, right now, Life Force, Nochi, whatever, is pretty much useless other than for EPing and bragging rights, yeah? Like, it's not actually a useful thing to be concerned about. But later on, when we get Grand Colo, it'll be more of a concern. But for right now, it's literally just, it's not that useful. Well, actually, no, it's completely useless, other than just showing up on rankings that don't mean anything. Yeah, we all know the Colo strategies. You have a Vanguard that has very high stat distribution, and then your backline is filled with minstrels, sorcerers, and clerics. And the best thing is to go mono weapon, because that way you can actually divvy rolls properly. And later on, when we get access to half nightmare jobs, you'll be able to really get the maximum yield from those weapons. I wish they would address the power creep issue of early collaborations. I really hope, I wish that they would address replicant and players' concerns regarding whether or not the weapons are going to be power crept to hell or not. Ooh. Grand Colo is planned to start in early August and run through mid-August. Okay, yeah, so here's what happens, right? Grand Colo starts. For the next week, you're in Grand Colo, and the whole point is to get the most life force you can. Now, okay, I'm going to tell you guys something, a little secret here, okay? And this was a topic of debate yesterday in the SINoALICE Discord, and the other mods were like, no, don't tell the English players, don't tell the English players, but I'm going to tell you guys, because I want to help you, okay? There was a strategy that was going around, and people were there was a specific guild in the SINoALICE Discord that was bragging about it. And their thing was, well, what we did to deny the enemy team life force was our entire guild team quit just before the fight. And then when we fought, they were all banging on one person, which means they get no life force. And it was pretty much a troll move. And their entire thing was, we're going to deny them life force. Now, you might think Grand Colo, life force ranked, hey, you know, because that's how Grand Colo works, right? The highest your life force total is your rank in Grand Colo and determines your reward output. So if you face a lot of troll guilds that nuke their entire guild, you'll get wins, but you won't get life force, meaning you're not going to rank high. Here's the thing, though. It sounds on paper a great way to gimp your opponents. Unfortunately, the trade-offs are, one, potentially being banned, because JP has... well, they put in place a ban if you do this, but if you somehow miss the ban, you are now not able to join you're not allowed to join the same guild for Grand Colo for the entire duration of Grand Colo. And guilds that are created during Grand Colo, to my knowledge, aren't able to participate in Grand Colo until it ends. So you're effectively surrendering the entire week's worth of Grand Colo rewards. Doing it during normal Colo is also a completely ridiculous move, because not only are you surrendering all your rewards for that Colo session, but you're losing. And that's all that matters in normal Colo is, do you win or do you lose? Doesn't matter about life force or anything. So all you've done by using this exploit of having your entire guild quit but one person to deny the enemy team life points is, in normal Colo, you've thrown the fight, and you lose, and the other team wins. They get a free win. In Grand Colo, you're risking a ban, you're risking all of your Colo or your Grand Colo rewards for the week. Oh no, those are gone. Like, you're not going to get them. And things like that. Of course, you can, what if I leave my guild and join another guild that's in Grand Colo? Sure. But that's where the whole ban thing comes in. So I'm not going to say don't do it, because I can't control you, but I'm going to highly suggest don't do it. There's a difference between suggest and, telling you. Just don't do it. Just play the game as intended, because, if you get banned, you get banned. And then all we're going to do is laugh at you for being stupid about it. I'm just going to throw that out there, because I know that this is going to be something that's thrown around a lot of people, and they're going to be, oh, this is going to be so much fun to do. Just realize doing it in normal Colo is like the dumbest thing ever, because you're gimping yourself to try to piss other players off. And, yeah. Anyways, back to this. Yeah, guild versus guild title in the world. They look so happy to work for Global. I'm reading in the Discord as I'm watching this. The chats are just great. Sponsored soap brand. What's the source of the video you're watching? If you go to the SINoALICE Global Twitter, there's actually a YouTube link in there that goes directly to this premiered video. I'm a typical Korean that loves League of Legends. That's stereotyping. Seriously, what is it with them just cleaning all these surfaces? Did they not have any shots of them in the office, like, doing any work? Is this what they do all day, is just clean things? So weird.
Thank you everyone for taking the time to drop the line. Our team is working hard, 24/7 sleepless nights to deliver the best experience for the SINoALICE fans out there. We're going to have fun stuff coming, so keep tuned. Okay, so that's it for today. Thanks for watching this.
Here's why the translation is so spotty. It's this guy.
Oh, I forgot one more thing. I've got something for you guys.
Visual gag? It was a shitty visual gag. So, here's the thing, okay? If that 300 crystals is just because of this stream, I'm going to say that that makes up for a lot of the gripes people had regarding the anemic 1 million in social media rewards. Because they're going to be doing more of these, obviously, meaning we're going to get a lot of extra income source from that, because to my knowledge, JP didn't have those. So, well, let me turn down the volume here. I don't want to mute it, I just want it kind of barely there. Okay. So cringe. Yeah, it kind of was. Yeah, it's almost cringy endearing in a way, you know? Did they say anything about the collab weapons and job stats being balanced? No, they mentioned nothing about that. This was a very straightforward, here's the collaboration trailer, here's the dates it's running. Alright, let's move on to the Q&A. Let's talk some Colosseum Grand Colo, which I'm excited for. I'm super excited for Grand Colo because I really want to get Snow White's Half Nightmare job. So, yeah. Anyways, it looks like that's it for the stream, guys. Thanks for tuning in, hanging out with me for it. Hopefully my little hint there regarding what's going on with Colo. Yeah, just don't try to exploit Colo. I'll tell you, anything that you think you've cracked the code for, JP did forever ago. It's just not worth trying to do it at all. Anyways, I'll wrap up here, guys. I will see you all tomorrow for my Nier Automata banner rolls. in case you don't have, you can just go to my YouTube channel here. Is it not here yet? Oh yeah, there it is. And you can just pop on into here. And yeah, I will be doing this tomorrow. It's going to be wicked. My friend has given me his account to roll on, and he told me I can use all of his crystals. It'd be fire. Anyways, yeah. Thanks, guys. I will see you in the next video I do. Peace out.